Welcome to the classic car enthusiast. Okay, so I was telling you the other day in the last video, this was the pedal that I got with the Thailander, and this has the potentiometer, I think it's called, if you pronounce it. But you can see it was quite flimsy. It's made of checker plate, but it's quite flimsy. So what I've done is I've just taken the part out and then I've made my own one up. You can see that's a lot more substantial, and if I turn it on I can show you. You can see that's a lot easier to operate, and I can turn it so slow so I've got the whole range there. I just put this pin in it today, but basically I just made up a couple of plates. I put a piece of rubber on this, and basically all I did was make a hinge for it like this, welded it on, and there's the actual thing there. So I could operate it with my finger if I wanted to, probably. But it works it works a lot better because it's got a much bigger pedal on it, and it's not just the pedal, it's the action as well. So we're going to leave that in just to stabilise it, and it's easy to take it in and out for when the Land Rovers, I can work it with my foot very easily. You can see the perfect. So I'm very happy with that, so that's it finished. I'll put this back into the Thailander. Somebody sent me a comment about, he said his son would give his right arm for these Thailanders. To be honest, the wood in them's not that expensive. I mean, you know, if the expense is what you're worried about, I mean, you could even push them around in it. For a set of bogey wheels, you can make your own steering up. Even the windscreen I made, you can buy everything from Thailander, or you can even put an engine in them. You don't have to put electric motors in them. But if you put a motorised thing in it, you need a bit of ground to do it on private ground. Whereas with the electric motor, they can use it in the street legally, there's no problem. Anyway, so everything's working well, really happy with this now. The last thing we're going to do to it is put a couple of casters on the side, so that when we tip it over, we can move it 2 or 3 meters, because it is getting quite heavy. There's a lot of stuff on it now. So yeah, that's it. You can see here we've done some. I've done some bits and pieces. You can see how easy it is to turn the thing. Okay, so it's rubbish. It's just to show you what can be done with it. I even made a little. Real basic cover plate that I could put over. I just made that. It's just something a bit serrated to maybe go into that pedal if I wanted to. But it was just a bit of fun more than anything else. So I'll pick the camera up and I'll show you what we've been up to. So you can see there's one arch that's being prepared now with a Dremel, just getting all the bits of fiberglass that are not right on it. We'll get these repaired tomorrow, not repaired but cleaned up, and then we'll put them into primer ready for the paint in a couple of weeks time. And you can see they're off the car now. So what we're going to do with this one tomorrow is take the doors off, rub them down, set them in primer. We're going to take this white paint off the top, outside obviously, and we'll set that in primer and do the inside in primer as well, so it's ready to go. And there's a few little tweaks we have to do with that, but generally it's pretty much there. We're taking the tank back out again. The other job we did is because you can see we've got this in beige primer now. It was in the grey, as it is still on that bulkhead there. But the difference with the beige primer, not just because the colour's going to be Old English white, but you can see there much more any issues. I mean, you can see those two there. I mean, some of them were obvious. Oh, there's some bubbling going on there. But we've put this in here so we can actually see where all the issues are. We were just feathering them in. I mean, they're nowhere near ready. You can see down there. But we wanted to see how far we were away from getting it. You can see there that needs to be feathered more. Looks like there's been a reaction with that paint, but you can see where every little dent is. Yeah, there's a reaction there. And here you can see this is where it was sandblasted, and all these, this is leaded on, and this has all got to be gone over with. So, but you can see much more in the light primer than you can in the grey. This is what we want to do. We want to see how good these lines are. But there's definitely a big reaction there with that paint. So I'll have to check that out. It's all got to come back off, but we wanted to just get it in one primer. So the next job we'll do on this tomorrow, while it's in here, in this tent for doing priming, is we'll turn it upside down, mask off a little bit, and do the stone chip, or the body schutz as it's known in Austria, Germany. We'll do all the stone chip inside. Then when that's dry, we'll bring it back out and we'll carry on doing the work, because that side over there where that bracket is now, we're going to have to split that up to that seam back to where those two captive nuts are, and this is where the third carburetor will sit, because it just sits inside that underneath that wing slightly. And with a pancake filter on it, you need that space, and we're going to have to make something up, but we'll put the battery boxes on first and see how we can make it and make it look very professional. So that's the next job tomorrow with that. So one of us will be working on this, one of us on the Mini, get that all ready for priming, and as I say, get all these done as well. The bonnet's just been done on for this XK here that's in the priming tent, as you can see there. And this is a complete aluminium bonnet, and it needs some extensive work doing to it. Unfortunately, you can see there's some quite bad cracks, and not just there, but unfortunately what somebody's done is hacked the section out the front, because they tried to put a Jaguar Mark II S-type grill into it, which is much thicker, and they cut away the original flange. You can see it there. So I'm going to take this to a specialist friend of mine who does aluminium welding. You can see there's another crack there. There's a few places. So I'll take that to him, and he'll do that all for me and build this new piece in. So that piece that I was talking about there is this section here. So this is mine, which hasn't been sandblasted yet, but you can see that what they did was they've chopped this piece here, so we have to now rebuild this section inside for the grill to fit properly, which is a bit of a bugger, but there you go. Yeah, I'm afraid that's just the things you have to do. So that's all working great now, so that's finished. It just needs a paint up. These we've done. They've been repaired inside there. You can see. There's another repair on that side, and one there. So what'll happen is we can actually get them into stone chip on the inside, because they have to be stone chipped. And they're the battery boxes. I think I showed this last time. They're the battery boxes repaired. So this is a brand spanking new one, or a reproduction. This is the original, but with a brand new side. The whole side was gone, everything. It's the same situation again. That's a brand new one, and this is one that was repaired. So again, this was all rotten, completely rotten. Somebody had put a piece of Dexian across it to keep it together. So so that's good. We also did on this car. We also did these support struts here. These have been taken off, and you can see they're all brand new bolts. So these were taken off, were sandblasted, and behind all the corrosion was done. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it on the original one because of you know, transporting it, and you need something to hold this up. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Quite a bit more work to do, a few bits and pieces here and there, but there we go. So take care, bye for now. Catch you soon, bye.